So you all remember Police Chief Mark Kessler. He was the police chief of a small town in Pennsylvania. And at one point, he started posting videos online on YouTube where he's shooting into a mound of dirt and he's talking to libtards and effing libtards and F you libtards. Come and get my gun. And apparently, or at least if we're to believe this guy, Chief Mark Kessler now, who he went on Alan Colmes' show the other night and said that, in fact, those videos were part of him basically being undercover as an informant to attract right-wing paramilitary groups. All right, so listen to this. I mean, it's could it be true? Possibly, but here's the story.
I'm Alan Colmes. I want to welcome Chief Mark Kessler, former police chief of Gilberton, Pennsylvania, who had a few videos go kind of viral a few months back. How you doing, Chief?
Hey, thanks for having me, Alan. How you doing?
I thank you for coming on the show. I thought for a long time you wouldn't want to come on with me.
No, that's I don't begrudge anybody or have a problem with anyone. Actually, there's a reason why the videos were released, and I can finally talk about it. Actually,
now pause it.
Operations are finished.
Pause it. Now, you should know that when he got fired from the police department, because I guess ostensibly because he was using police equipment to make his videos and threatening council members. And, some of the people in Gilberton were like, hey, our police chief seems to be a psychopath. Maybe he shouldn't be our police chief anymore. After that, he was supposedly setting up a YouTube channel, not just his current one, but a new one where he was going to do a show. And then it sort of like melted away. So we're about to find out why he can finally reveal this to us. Go ahead.
Finished. So I mean, it's good to be on your show.
Well, thank you. Why were the videos? Why were they released?
Well, back in March of 2013, when I did actually in January of 2013, beginning of the year, I did something for the Second Amendment. I've always been a big Second Amendment guy, and I just did something small for my little community to kind of just give hope for Second Amendment crews and firearm owners around the country. And it was nothing really big or anything. But what it did was it attracted a certain kind of people that I didn't really understand what I got myself into. I had a guy that come to me and tell me he was going to have to start killing police officers if they got in his way. And it made me realize that I stumbled upon something that was much bigger than me, much bigger than I'll ever be. So at that point, I went ahead and I contacted the Joint Terrorism Task Force, and I signed up with those people, with those agencies and several different agencies, and began an operation where I was just a magnet. I was set out there to attract the worst of the worst, and frankly, it worked. I mean,
wait a minute. You were sent out. You were sent out by whom?
I was sent out for. Well, I can't really say exactly who, but I was sent out by agencies to go out and attract or investigate, whatever I can do to find out who's who, what's what among these groups. When I say groups, I'm talking about Second Amendment groups, patriot groups, alleged patriot groups, militia groups, all kinds of groups. And you wouldn't, I was shocked to realize that I've been getting contacted by what they call sovereign citizens, and I didn't even know what that was until a few.
Are you saying, sir, that you were not expressing your own views on these videos, but rather you were put up to this to attract extremists?
Well, like I said, I've always been Second Amendment. I always believe in the right to keep and bear arms, the whole nine yards. But what was done with the videos were they were purposely put out to attract a certain kind of entity throughout the country to bring in the worst of the worst.
Put out by whom?
They're put out by me, and they're put out by the people that I worked for at the time.
Were you not working for the police department of Gilberton, Pennsylvania?
No, I wasn't. No.
Were you working for the federal government?
Yes, correct.
So you're saying the feds...
I can't say what agency.
You can't say what agency?
No, I can't say what agency.
But a federal agency, unbeknownst to your bosses in Gilberton, unbeknownst to the mayor or to the town council or town board in Gilberton, you were doing this work for the federal government to try to attract the worst of the worst.
Correct.
Wow. Now, you should go and listen to the entire interview. I mean, it's, and frankly, I got to tell you, I don't know. Later, he mentions this group that he was involved in taking down. Some XXX Georgia group. And I did a little bit of, it was the XXX Minutemen militia from Georgia, he mentioned later in the interview. And they basically got an application, an affidavit for a search warrant, the FBI did, in April of 2014. And according to this affidavit by a FBI agent, he writes on January 30th, 2014, the FBI was monitoring a chat on the XXX Minuteman militia Facebook page. And he cites an FBI confidential human source cooperating witness advised FBI that this cooperating witness was going to attend a meeting with Peace in Memphis. This is some group. Part of the XXX Minutemen militia. And it's possible that guy was Chief Kessler, because he said he traveled around the country to have meetings. This is one group that got taken down. I don't know. If so, I got to hand it to the guy. He does it very well.
I don't believe it.
I don't know.
I don't believe it. Give me a break.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I mean, maybe he's trying to I thought maybe I could get a reality show with the other one, but no, it's not happening. So I got to get back in the good graces of sane people. Just remind myself, no more libtard videos. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this sounds like someone whose money ran out and he's looking to get back in with the...
Who knows? He claims that he did this on a volunteer basis.
Come on.
I think that...
Come on.
I think that I don't know. I'm trying to think would I be a little bit more annoyed? I did this for the feds and they're leaving me out here to dry. I think I might. Who knows, though? Who knows? Maybe I'm working for the feds. That's why we play the videos on this program.
That's more believable than Kessler's claims.
Well, I can't say. I'm not going to say.
Let me know when you start shooting into a mountain and screaming, "Fuck you, libtards!"
My role in this operation, Chief Kessler, was to play the videos on my program.
I believe that Louis Gohmert is actually a Russian spy more than I believe
All right.
Chief Kessler over here.